We thought it was a rumor. We didn't think we'd see anything about this game literally ever again, but here we are. I'm so excited to talk about it. Let's finally discuss the first trailer for Metroid Prime 4 and why it's such a big deal for not only Nintendo, but for Metroid fans as a whole. Because when we originally saw this game being revealed in E3 2017, we were like, okay, cool, Metroid Prime 4, this is gonna be great. You know, brand new entry in Samus, that'll be awesome. For the Switch, it's gonna look great. Then we had to wait 7 years for another update on the game. And I get it, you know, the game restarted development and took a while, and I understand that, you know what, I don't mind waiting for games, but we were literally worried for a bit that this game was canceled, and the fact that not only is this game real, but coming in 2025 is not only crazy, but also amazing, because I am so excited. And I think a lot of Metroid fans feel the sentiment that we are excited. This is like the lost Metroid thing. This is like Dread back in the early 2000s. We never thought Dread would come out, but then Dread is now, it was a real game. So now that Metroid Prime 4 is real, this is great. So I just want to talk about this trailer and just talk about my excitement as a new Metroid fan, because even I've only been playing Metroid games for about maybe 2 years or so. I've played a few 3D games, a few 2D games. I haven't really played the whole lexicon of Metroid, but I do understand the basic general idea of the franchise and what it's all about, and I feel like it can offer a bit of a unique perspective maybe on what I would like to see in there, but I am also open to a lot of surprises as well, because it's a new game. You know, I've only ever played one Prime game, so it's gonna be exciting for me. I'm gonna see some stuff I've never seen before, and I'm really excited to just jump on into it. Now, the trailer doesn't really give us a lot to look at, but it does give us a few things we can probably speculate on in terms of gameplay and things we could visit and all that. And as a person who's only played Prime 1 and has only seen small bits of gameplay Prime 2 and 3, I have a few speculations I'd like to discuss. So first off, the trailer looks great. I mean, the game itself looks really awesome. The fact that this is running on a normal Switch, I think, is really awesome. Now, some people claim that, oh, this is actually Switch 2 footage, is actually being captured from a better console, blah, blah, blah. If it's Switch 1 or Switch 2, doesn't matter. The game itself looks great already, and the fact that we have this game running this good at all, I think is a marvel, and Retro Studios has done an amazing job with the game looking so far, and I guarantee it's gonna look even better. And even something like the gunship, which looks really great, by the way, and the Samus suit, my god, like, you could see the metal reflecting and the visor looks great. This game looks really cool, and even just going past that with, like, you're going into like a battlefield sort of thing with lasers and bombs going off everywhere with space powers shooting everything, which looks great, and you see a big old laser smoshing through a big old ship at the start like that. That's cool. I like seeing a big old laser. That's really cool. Going into like an industrial type lab with more pirates, and you see the morph ball and the scanning. It all looks really cool. And even like the small biome at the end with, like, you know, a foresty area with like big trees and all that. That looks great. I really wonder if the game's gonna offer multiple biomes for you to visit, because, you know, in Prime 1 you had Town 4, which was like a more foresty area. Magmar Caverns was a more of a, you know, lava area. Fajron Drifts is a snow area. So maybe we'll have more areas to visit in the game. Maybe we'll have multiple planets to visit in the game. Honestly, I don't really know, but if we do have something like that, that'd be really cool to get more scenarios like that and to get more different items and all that fun stuff. That'd be really cool to go ahead and see. The first person hub that we see of Samus, like in her helmet with like the health on the top and the missiles and all that, looks really clean. It makes me wonder if there's gonna be more and brand new items, because the missiles in Prime 1 were off to like the top right, and now they're on like this game, they're like on the side and the bottom, which makes me think, are we gonna have more missiles than just normal and super? Are we gonna have some elemental missiles maybe? That would be pretty cool. Maybe some ghost missiles. I don't really know. Just like kind of shift off, you know, the game. But obviously we're gonna have, you know, lots of suits, some visors, some beams to kind of shift off the gameplay, and hopefully some morph balls as well. But either way, the HUD looks really great, and it's always my favorite thing to look at in these games, because like you are in Samus's brain space. You get to see what she sees, and it just looks so clean. And my god, I just cannot wait to see like the droplets of rain you could see, or snow, just to see things melt on her arm cannon, because that is really cool. And the small bits of music we hear in the game too are actually pretty cool. Like, we get to hear the opening Metroid fanfare where she summons out of the gunship, and that sounds really orchestral, really grand, and I love that. And we hear a few compositions, you know, when she's fighting, and a few things in like the foresty biome area, but nothing too much. But I'm pretty sure that, considering how Metroid Prime has had some great music in the past, and like every Nintendo YouTuber uses the same 5 Metroid songs from Metroid Prime because it's that really good, I think we'll be in good hands with some great music. Now, I don't know who's doing the music for the game, but I can guarantee it's gonna be one of the best Switch soundtracks out there, because Metroid music is just like top tier, and I'm really excited to hear what they have, bro. Especially if releasing the game. I don't know if releasing the game. I know what happens to him in Prime 2 and 3. Is he dead? Is he not? I don't really know. The point is, I'm excited for this, because oh my god, it's gonna sound beautiful, man. And then moving on to the gameplay a little bit, it looks really good, honestly. Like, the fact that it's still the same old Metroid Prime gameplay that you know and love. First person, a bit of platforming, maybe. Like, it's gonna be fun to go ahead and control this again, because it's fun. It works really well for this style of gameplay, because even even though, you know, at first when I played Metroid Prime Remastered, I was like, is this gonna work? Is this not? How is it gonna play? I think Metroid Prime controls great, and I know that Prime 4 is going to control even better. Hopefully the platforming is better if there's platforming, because platforming in FPS games is a bit iffy, but I hope it's going to be a bit better than this. The scanning looks like it's still all in there working great. The missiles, the lock-on system, I have no doubt it's going to be really great gameplay, but as long as they fix that platforming, I'm sure we'll be fine. But overall, it looks great, looks clean, looks so satisfying to go ahead and shoot all the enemies in the air. I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait to see more information, because this gameplay looking so clean. My god, I love it. Maybe just a run button. Maybe a little run button. That'd be cool too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying. A little run button for Samus. But the big thing about this trailer was the reveal of Sylux as the villain. Now, if you're like me, you don't know who the heck Sylux is, but apparently he was teased at the end of Prime 3. He was a semi-recurring villain in Prime Hunters for the DS, and he was a thing in Federation Force. Now, I have played none of those games, so I don't know who the heck Sylux is. Is he a Samus clone? Is it like a Metroid mutated? Is it something to do with Phazon? I don't really know. But Sylux looks really, really cool. I like the design. I like how it has no face, has like a little LED light on there, the little arm cannon. Sylux looks really, really cool, and I'm really excited to see a brand new villain, because yeah, I know seeing Ridley and Kraid and Dark Samus and all that, it's cool to have your recurring villains, but having a brand new villain that not that many people know about, and even though the character's been in the series for quite a while, we don't know much about it, that's gonna be really awesome to go ahead and play with. But makes me wonder, are we gonna have other brand new villains? Are we gonna have another bounty hunter? Are we gonna have more variants of Metroids? Are we gonna have other space pirates? You know, go ahead with the lineage, because, you know, I like seeing Ridley, but like, come on, if I see something new, that'd be really, really, really awesome. But Sylux looks cool, looks clean, you know, I like this. I really like to see new villains. This looks really, really, really cool, and I'm really interested to see how it's gonna like play on to the timeline to sort of things, because Metroid Prime is a deviation between Metroid 1 and 2, so like, I don't know how this is gonna impact other things like, you know, like Dread, or if it's gonna fit in the timeline. I don't really know. I'm not really versed in Metroid timelineology, but either way, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the expansion of the timeline, see how it's gonna make forward, if this is gonna start a new trilogy of Metroid Prime games, if it's gonna start a whole new, you know, small thing. I don't really know, but overall, Sylux looks really cool, and I'm really excited to see the future of this franchise with like all the mashing together, I guess. So what are my hopes? What am I hoping for that they'll add into the game that I would like to see? Now, of course, you know, Metroid Prime, I have no doubt they're going to add all the things that we know and love, like the great action-packed shooting, the great sort of platforming, some great morph ball segments, and finding items in a very satisfying and rewarding way. But maybe, again, you could add maybe some multi-planetary action where you can go to different biomes and different planets and facing new enemies and find, you know, variants and items. Like I said, elemental missiles would be a really cool thing to see, maybe, and maybe some fun new morph ball things that would be really fun to control, because I gotta be real, morph ball, that's so cool. I love that. Maybe bring on some gunship gameplay that I think was in Prime 3. You know, being able to control the gunship would be really fun. Doing some like classic arcade style shooting would be really awesome. Maybe some multiplayer. I mean, come on, multiplayer was in Prime 2 Echoes, if I'm not mistaken, and just having multiplayer, whether it be, you know, running around, you know, in a free-for-all type setting with your friends, or fighting off against bots, or, you know, doing a survival thing. I would love to see a fun multiplayer thing, whether it be co-op or online, doesn't matter. Multiplayer Metroid would be so fun to see, and my god, would it just be a joy for party games. And maybe, I'm just saying, maybe some suit customization. I know that Samus, you know, she has her clean look, and I know that, you know, when she gets new suits, they get, you know, different colors and all that. But if we would get the option to go ahead and maybe customize it with a few different color accessories, you know, maybe a little something like that, that'd be kind of cool. I'm not asking for much, and even if it's not in the game, that's fine. But a little customization to make each, you know, thing unique, maybe just the visor, that'd be really fun, and I'd like to see that little uniqueness that you can give to your in-character Samus. That'd be really fun to see. All this to say, I'm just very excited to see what this game has to offer. As, again, a brand new Metroid fan, I am super excited to see what this game has to offer in terms of gameplay, visuals, music, and how it expands the Metroid lore. Just the fact, again, that it's such a real game. The fact that we have this game being real. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is a real game. I am beyond words, and I am so excited to see what this whole thing has to offer. Now, granted, could the game suck? Yes, it could. No game game has the guarantee of being really, really good. But the hope and the fact that they restart development and they had Retro Studios in confident hands, I feel like this game is going to exceed all expectations. It's going to be as good as Metroid Prime 1 or Dread. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope I'm not wrong, because if we have a bad Metroid Prime game, I'd be kind of sucky. But I believe in my heart that Prime 4 will be one of the best Metro games ever made. I hope I'm right about that, because this is going to be really, really awesome. I'm very excited for it, and I'm so happy to be a new Metroid fan. I can see why people like this series. I'm so excited. It's so great. Yes. But if you excuse me, I gotta go read some Metroid lore and figure out why Silex looks like an angry LED monster from my nightmares. So, blast off away!